Welcome to the Built for Playmakers YouTube channel. I'm your host, Kelvin Hunt, editor of ChopChat.com. Big win by the Noles today, man. Woo, man. What a game. What a game. Sorry it took so long to get this out to you guys, but was writing some content for ChopChat.com, so make sure you check us out there. But man, that was a game. That was a game that FSU did not play close to their A game. Won on the road, beat a good Clemson team for the first time since 2014. And it's kind of ironic how this game went in overtime the same way the 2014 game went in overtime. Wow. What a game, man. But look, before we get into it, man, really want to tell you guys thank you for supporting the channel. The last few videos have really done well. And thank you for liking the videos and share them on social media. If you could go ahead and like this, I think you'll like the content of this one as well. So go ahead and like the video, subscribe if you haven't. We'll definitely have some content coming for you with the upcoming bye week, a much needed bye week for FSU. But in this video, we're going to look at the defensive side of the ball. Man, the timeline was wilding there on X or Twitter, what you want to call it, early in the game. But I don't know, man. I always felt okay. I just felt like if the offense ever would get going, we would be fine. And they never really did. And it was on the defense that kind of won this game. I know a lot of people probably don't want to admit that, but the offense just is out of sync. But I think they'll get some things fixed over the bye week. But the defense gave the offense, I think it was, I put this on the timeline, 4 opportunities to take the lead in this game. One was they got to stop on Clemson's very first offense possession. If the offense goes down and scores a touchdown right there, that quietens the crowd, takes the crowd out of it a little bit. They're not able to do that. And Clemson's able to have some success and build a 10-0 lead. And, obviously the offense answers, a much needed answer, cuts the lead 10-7, so forth and so on. But yeah, we'll break down the offense in a later video. But we're going to go ahead and get into this part with the defense. So I got some clips just like I had before. I probably should have labeled these better in better order. So I'm not quite sure which one's going to come up first, but we'll just go through them as we get to it. All right. So one thing that you will notice in this game is there were a lot of contested catches. Look at that. Cypress is right on the guy. I mean, this is on third down too. This is early in the game. As a matter of fact, this might be the first third down conversion of the game. He's right there. Arms in there. He just somehow that guy hangs on to the ball. I mean, you just got to tip your cap sometimes. I have no idea how he held on to that ball. Let's go to this one. All right. So this one. Now, what did I tell you? What did I tell you in the weaknesses and tendencies video? The last video I did, I said that Clemson will try to get Shipley in space and make him allow him to, do his thing and try to make guys miss tackles. Right? Look, here's a line of scrimmage. He is 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and 25. This is a huge play in the game too. Watch this. Missed tackle. Look at that. I mean, what do you want? What do you want the defensive coordinator to do here? Missed tackle, first down. So man, just gotta make that tackle, man. All right, let's go to the next one here. All right. So on this one, Um, Sometimes you just got to tip your cap. Not that one. This one. We'll get to that play. With the play you just saw, we'll get to that in a second. Um, well, this is a throw that Jordan Travis made to Trey Benson at one point of the game. It's a back shoulder throw, near the sidelines, and I mean it's just a nice throw. You got to tip your cap to on Cade Klubnik here. Look at that. This play right here got a bunt set out here. Just don't get any pressure. And I think I cut this clip off too quick. Yeah. I can't see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One safety here, it looks like. Yeah. I can't see. I can't see exactly what happened on that one. But that was one of the few just straight up wide open passes that Klubnik hit on the day. I think he hit three of them. I think it was. That was one of them. That was just sheer wide open. Another one was the play with the guy coming out of the on a wheel route, and you got the Byron Turner on him, and Klubnik hits him for a big play. But yeah, that was one that was wide open. Here's another play here. Now look, here's Shipley coming out of the backfield. You got this guy's gonna clear out here, and I think this is AZ Thomas. AZ Thomas hesitates. I don't know why he hesitates. See that hesitation? That one hesitation right there. That one half a second. Man, you just feel like why didn't we do that? We did attack out in the flats. I pointed out how Clemson's linebackers were susceptible to passes out in the flats. We hit them a couple times with that, but we didn't really attack them over the middle of the defense that much. I don't know. The offensive play calling in this game left a lot to be desired. We're going to break that down in a later video, but man, you gotta be better than three offensive points in the second half in regulation. You got to be better than that if you consider it an elite offense. And that goes back to what I was saying before the season began. A lot of people kept talking about it's going to be in a defense, and I'm like the only one out there telling you, no, the success of this team is going to be on the offense. How well this team is going to go as far as the offense carries it. Because before the season, everybody is saying this team should score 30 points, at least 30 points every single game. And we should average 40 a game. We should average that, right? Well, the offense has gone. What we didn't score 30. We didn't score 30 points in this game offensively. And then, against Boston College last week, we scored 31. So a lot of work to be done offensively. All right. So let's go to this one. A common theme. We're talking about contested catches. Look at this catch. Ronaldo Green is right there. And this is a play that Klubnik has a guy. I think it's Shaheem Brown right there. Yeah, dead in his face, blitzing off the edge. And Klubnik kind of just throws it up. Look at that. He's right there. It's just, you just got to tip your cap. You got to tip your cap, man. Tip your cap. Let's see what's next here. Third and 9. 39. Cypress gets beat inside leverage, gives it up right here. He's there. Just pitch and catch, though. I mean, and a lot of people may say, well, we're not getting pressure. They bring pressure. They bring pressure. But they're getting rid of the ball in like 2 seconds. See how he comes late. He's already getting rid of the ball. I mean, it's too late. 39. You would hope that they would they would drop those or throw it slightly behind him. But he doesn't, man. Like I said, you gotta give him his props there. Here's another play. This is play right here was huge. Look at that. So I want you to watch. I think it's Jerry and Jones come off the edge here, right? And this guy is going to be the guy that catches the ball. Now, I don't know why. Jones seems to instead of running straight to him, because he's not that close to Fabian, from what I can tell. I don't think, unless he just thinks the guy's going to block Fabian out there or something. He kind of loops around just enough, and that 10th of a second is all the difference in him getting to the quarterback in time and probably causing a fumble, and Klubnik getting this play off. Watch this. Look, he gets hit as soon as he lets the ball go. Watch this little loop. See that little angle? He kind of has to take a little angle. Look at this. You got to tip your cap, man. Got to tip your cap. So, actually, let me go back. Let me go back to this one. Let's see. No, they scored there. All right. On this play, this is the biggest run that Clemson had in the day. With I think it's Phil Moffat's his name. Look at this. Moffat just got the ball. Who is this up here? This is Kevin Knowles. Watch what Kevin Knowles does. He does not come down. He's not. If this was Jamie Robinson, he would have came down and laid the wood. But of course, we don't have Jamie, and we don't have Akeem Dent. So watch what he does. Look. How in the world do you not even lay a finger on him? Look at this, man. Oh, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Man, but that was the play right before Kalen DeLoach came off the edge with the huge blitz that Cade Klubnik does not see coming, and obviously that changes the game. That ties the game up, 24-all. And guys, Clemson doesn't score in the fourth quarter or in overtime. So aside from giving up, 17 points in the first half, and I'm pretty sure one of the times they scored a touchdown was on a short field because FSU had the ball deep in their own territory at one point. Matter of fact, I can check that really quick. They had the ball deep in their own territory and punted and got the ball near midfield, I think it was, and then wound up scoring on on that play or whatever. And I know some people will say, "Oh, well, what? They just drove down. They drove 70 yards in a drive, 2 drives ago, and scored, or whatever. They were going to score anyway." But you can't have that mentality. I mean, there's so many different things that can happen in the game that you can't have that mentality. Anytime you have a shorter field, it's just a smaller margin of error, right? Um, and it's on the offense to at least move the ball, get a first down or something, and at least try to flip the field whenever you're deep in your own territory. Yep, I'm looking at it right here. They scored a touchdown. The first touchdown they scored was on a short field. They got the ball on uh, their 49-yard line. So yeah, that's you know you can't have that as an offense, especially if you know that your defense could be susceptible to giving up some yards on plays, right? So moving forward, was the defense perfect? No, not close to it. But the defense has been the more consistent unit on this team through 4 games. They basically shut out LSU in the second half of that. Southern Miss, they had 70 total yards at halftime. Boston College, you know, Boston College scored 22 points. Yeah, they were terrible on third down, but again, you had guys sick out there, a lot of factors out there, in that game. And today, Clemson was, I think they were, let me see, they were 6 of 14. But again, I just showed you like 3 of those conversions were contested catches where the guys are literally right there, and it's a bang bang play. And there were plays that FSU had like that. Ken Coleman had a drop. Jaheim Bell had a drop on a huge. It would have been a huge explosive play. I think Johnny Wilson probably had one that he probably could have called. It was contested. So you got to give Clemson receivers credit. They made some tough catches against some FSU defenders. But going forward, I feel like this bye week is coming at the perfect time. You're gonna have basically 2 weeks off for Akeem Dent to continue to get better. They play Virginia Tech in the first game back. I'm going to be at that game. So if you plan to go to the Virginia Tech game, let me know in the comment section. We'd love to meet you guys if you're going to be tailgating and whatnot. So even if Akeem Dent has to miss that game, that's a game that you can survive without him again. So that sets up really nice also for Mo Smith, Barbara Scott, Jordan Travis, guys that are banged up. Having this bye week is like the perfect time, and then having Virginia Tech after that, it's a game you should win. I think I had that game at 95 or 99% win share in my preseason predictions. So yeah, man, look, there's some defensively, if they get Akeem Dent back, I think that'll help clear some things up. In the meantime, hopefully these young guys can get some valuable reps of practice and develop, because what they got back there right now is that's tough. That's tough, man. Also on the defensive line, I thought they would do a little bit better job of getting pressure on Klubnik. Now Clemson did do a lot of quick passing, similar that we've seen from Southern Miss and things like that. So you got to take that in consideration. It's going to be hard to get back there with a pass rush if guys are just not attacking vertically. And I think Clemson attacked vertically like 2-3 times in the game, if that really. So that's gonna make it harder for your defensive front to get pressure. Got to clean up the missed tackles. Missed tackles have been an issue all year, and it seems like it's the same guys Which goes back to if we can get somebody healthy, then that'll help clear that up. I thought Tatum Bethune, he and Kalen both played really well. I saw this game. So you know, it's not the end of the world. You're 4-0. You're right where you want to be. You have a bye week to heal up. Got Virginia Tech after that, so you should be 5-0. Then I think you have Syracuse after that. I haven't watched Syracuse at all this year, but they lost a lot from last year's team. They do have a returning quarterback, so he can run or whatever. But we'll worry about that bridge when we get ready to cross it. The main thing with this team, though, I think, is they got to figure it out offensively. That defense is pretty much what it's going to be. I think they're going to do enough each game to keep you in the game. Give you an opportunity to win. They will give the offense enough opportunity to win. It's all about if the offense is going to be able to go out there and execute. You can't go out there wasting 4 opportunities to take the lead on a road at a place like Death Valley. But that's what happened today, and they still got the win. Now, is a defense going to score on a scoop and score every game? No, absolutely. You can't. That's not sustainable. You can't depend on that, right? But you were taking it a game like today against Clemson. You absolutely take it. You haven't beaten them in 7 years. Every goal you have set before the season is still intact. One of my bold predictions was. One of my 10 bold predictions was FSU is going to beat LSU and Clemson in the first 4 games. So, yes, sir. Got that one. So, yeah, man, you're right where you want to be. Just got to clean some things up. Got to get some guys healthy and got to figure out this run game. Now, look, Mike Novell has been able to run the ball no matter what. I mean, when the offense was trash, they could run the ball. When they didn't have, just top tier guys running back, they could run the ball. And I've looked at some things on the running game and from this game, and some of it was running backs just not doing what they were supposed to do. So a lot of things are fixable. Well, most of the things are fixable on this team. Just got to get healthy. And I don't think there's anything. I know some people before this game is kind of like, oh well, it's too many mouths to feed, or the guy's happy or whatever. I don't think that's the case. You don't win a game like that right there if there's like dissension in the clubhouse or guys are unhappy. Those guys play hard, man, on both sides of the ball. It's just a failure to execute on offense, mostly, and then on defense, it's just guys getting beat on one-on-one plays. They put their Adam Fuller put his defensive backs in situations where they're in one-on-one situations, and it's up to them to win. If they win, he looks good. If they don't, he doesn't. Simple as that. But I feel like they feel like they have some of the better corners in the league. It's up to the safeties to kind of do their part. And I think, like I said, whenever Akeem Dent comes back, that'll change this defense quite a bit. And just got to hold the fort down until he does. Now those hamstrings can be really tricky. I tore mine 3 years ago. I think I mentioned that before, and it took a little while to come back. Granted, I was 41 at the time, and not as quick to bounce back as I was in my younger years when I was in my prime, like Akeem Dent will be right now. So I wouldn't expect him to be out that much longer. So yeah, we're in a good spot. 4-0. You got some bumps and bruises. Guys are banged up, but it's some guys may have to deal with some stuff throughout the rest of the year. With Jordan Travis, I'm not quite sure. So anytime you have a show, that's something that's probably going to hang with you, and it's just lost my internet. But yeah, man. So I like where we are. Should be in good shape going forward. Just got to get some guys back. And so look, enjoy where we are in the process. 4-0, talk your junk to your rival fans who thought we were going to lose to LSU and Clemson. We can sit back and see how the rest of the ACC unfolds next week. I need to look and see who else is playing, and see what Syracuse looks like, and see what Duke looks like. If we play like we played today offensively, we can lose to a few teams, probably. So it's going to be on the offense to pick it up and get things going in the right direction. But like I said, Mike Neville is him and Alex Atkins, man, they know what they're doing. Right now, for whatever reason, they just out of sync with some of the stuff that they're doing. But we'll break that down in the next video on offense. But if you enjoyed this video, man, I would appreciate it if you could give me a like and subscribe if you haven't. If you're an FSU fan, look, there's a lot of good content out there. I'm just adding to it, and share this on social media. And look forward to talking to you guys again soon here on the Built for Playmaker podcast on YouTube. Until next time, go Noles.